Hello. All right, well today I want to give a quick demonstration about how today's class is going to work. Everybody has a mannequin at their table, and so one person for this time will get to position the mannequin so that it looks like the person or the picture that I have on the board. So for this demonstration, let's just pretend my figure is running and Mrs. Constein's the person that's going to do this figure. But at your table, everyone will get a turn, okay? So if you're not doing it this time, you will be the one maybe doing it next time or the time after that, okay? So I'm gonna bend the leg and I'm gonna put this leg going backwards. So it looks like this person is running. Then I want you to stand the figure up in the middle of the table if that's your job. Everybody else, I'm gonna be folding paper with you guys. I didn't do mine yet though. But I'm gonna fold it in half one time. I want to have 4 equal sections. And then I'm gonna fold it in half again. And when I open it up, because we're gonna be drawing 4 figures, all doing some sort of different motion, okay? I think I'm gonna turn mine long and tall since the mannequin is long and tall. All right, well, you won't be able to see mine if I stand it up, so I'm actually just gonna lay it flat while I draw today. I would like everybody in class to use a pencil. I'm gonna work just in this rectangle. It might be good to have an eraser at your table that you could share with the person next to you in case you make any mistakes. Remember, we're going to be using sketchy, light lines, so draw very light. The way to get it very sketchy and so that you're not pressing hard, instead of this typical motion that you use to write with, you're really gripping hard when you're doing that pencil grip. So for sketching, I want you to kind of slide your hand back and loosen up your grip. My fingers are not squeezed tight. They're very light and loose as I'm going to be drawing, okay? And so actually, what's kind of a bummer about making videos is when I draw with pencil, the people in the back cannot see. So I think I'm actually gonna switch and use this Sharpie as I'm drawing. And if I make a mistake, oh well, I'm gonna keep it and I'm just gonna enjoy it and make it what it is. All right, so I'm gonna start, I'm looking back and forth at my mannequin and my paper, back and forth the whole time. So I'm gonna start to draw each shape that I see. So I'm gonna start with the head, which I think is kind of tilted. It's not straight up. So I'm gonna draw it as I see it. I'm keeping my grip nice and light. And I'm just making little lines as I go. Okay, so now I have my head. I see the neck is kind of like a sphere, so I'm gonna sketch that. The body shape, let's see, it's wider at the top, and it's narrower at the waist. Do you see how I'm just making very little sketchy light lines? I'm not pressing hard and making one line. Now, let's see, I see this shape right here on the side. So I think I'm gonna draw that like that. And now I'm gonna start, well, actually, let me get the whole figure in here. I'm gonna start with the waist. Now it looks like a sphere, so I'm gonna draw that, kind of like a circle. Then I have this shape right here. It kind of almost looks like a trapezoid. And now his body is starting to get a little more upright. He's leaning forward because he's really running hard. Now I'm gonna do the legs. I see a circle. Then I see a long rectangle for the top portion of my leg. Now I see another circle for the knee or a sphere. And then another long rectangle. And I'm paying attention to the angle that it's at. It looks like it's diagonal coming back towards me. The ankle is another sphere. And then the foot I'm just gonna draw as this long, slender shape. So I've got one leg. Now when I'm looking at this mannequin, I can't see the top of the leg on that side. So let me draw this a little bit bigger. With sketchy lines, it's always easy to change what you have, right? So now I'm gonna draw, I see just a tiny bit right there. And then I see that it goes behind here. And that rectangle is like that when I'm looking at it. I just can see this. Don't draw it if you can't see it. Okay, draw exactly what you're seeing with your eyes. I've got another knee, and now I've got this shape, another ankle, which is the circle, and another foot that's angled like that, pointing down towards the ground. I'm gonna go back up and draw my arms. I have the shoulder, which on the mannequin looks like a sphere. Got this rectangle shape for the top portion of my arm, and it's going at a diagonal. My elbow, another sphere. I'm just going shape by shape. I see this rectangle shape, angled down, and then I have my wrist and my hand. Okay, now on this one, I don't really see that whole shoulder, that circle that I can see on this side. I really kind of just see this rectangular shape, like that. So if I can't see it, remember I'm not gonna draw it. Now I can see this elbow pretty good right here, and then I see this forearm, but now it looks like it's going up. So I'm paying attention to the angle. And now it goes off the paper. That's totally fine that it goes off the paper, okay? So now I've got a sketch of my figure, and I am pretty much done with this. If you would like to shade your shapes or add backgrounds, you're welcome to do that. Shading, well, I'm just gonna talk about it really quickly. We do a lot more of this in 3rd grade. When I shade a shape, I'm gonna go one shape at a time. I'm gonna press harder with my crayon on the outside edge of that shape. Then as I get towards the center, I'm going to lighten up and push softer and softer and softer. See how it starts to make it look more 3-dimensional. So instead of just coloring it in like a coloring book, I'm making the edges of the shape darker, and I'm going to carefully, as I go around, I'm getting less pressure on my crayon so that it's very light in the center. And I'm going to keep going, and I'm going to do every shape the same way, darker on the edges, lighter in the middle, okay? So keep working on that, and then we'll start figure 2 and 3 and 4. All right, guys, good luck. I can't wait to see these. It really improves your drawing skills.